My medieval castle. Now I'm going to give a description of my Middle Age castle. The first and the main feature is the stone wall. Usually is the most necessary structure of a castle used for protection against enemies. The thicker, higher and more reliable the wall is, the more protective it is. The second is the gate. It was the second important element after the stone wall. The gate was usually made from thick, solid wood. It must be very strong and reliable, because the enemies will try to break into the castle territory through the gate first. The mount was very important, because it was very hard for enemies to reach the castle. The weapons and the equipment that knights carried was very heavy, which made it difficult for them to climb this mound. The moat is usually dug out along the wall of a castle. Usually it is filled in with water, but sometimes there was not any water, so it looked like a pit. It gives double protection. It was impossible for knights to get over it because of their heavy armors. You can't get over the moat, and you can't enter the castle territory without a drawbridge. The dungeon was used as storage for weapons and stocks of food and water that people might need in case of wars and battles. The turret was built on the top of the highest towers, and it was used to look out for enemies. The chapel was very important for the people living at those times, because they were very religious. Even at present, people get married in chapels, and they have their children christened in the chapels. Arrow loops are the tiny vertical holes in the walls for shooting arrows to the enemies without shooters being hurt. The castle tower is the main building in the castle complex. The feudalists, their servants and knights lived in there. They spent most of their time in the castle tower. Their treasure was kept in a secret chamber in the castle tower. The internal yard is the area where feudalists and the people who lived in the castle could walk and rest safely. The barbican is the massive building outside the internal yard used for extra protection. There were a lot of arrow loops in its walls for the shooters to protect the castle. The well was very important because people can't survive without water, so they could get it without going out of the castle territory. Thanks for watching. Bye!